Okay, retargeting. So retargeting is also sometimes called remarketing. So if you hear these words used interchangeably, or one website or one publisher is calling it retargeting, and another display network's calling it remarketing, it's essentially the main thing. Um, in my opinion, retargeting is more accurate, but I can see why they call it remarketing as well. So displaying ads to people and basically it's displaying ads to people who have visited the website but did not actually complete a conversion. So they've come to your website, they've checked it out, they might have even put something in the shopping basket, or the shopping cart, whatever it's called, but they didn't end up purchasing it. So these people are obviously interested in what you've got to sell, but not enough. Something got in the way to stop they might have just chickened out and gone, oh, maybe I shouldn't really. I've got a few bills this month, so I'm not going to purchase it. Whatever the reasons are, they're a lot more motivated to purchase than most other users on the internet, so they are more valuable to us. So the intention then is to increase these people coming back to our website and hopefully completing that conversion. So retargeting ads can be very useful when done correctly, and it kind of makes sense for those reasons that I said. So they end up with high CTRs and conversions, so high click-through rates and actual digital marketing conversions, whether it's purchase or demo use or filling out their details, whatever that conversion metric is. All right, so what are the benefits of retargeting? Well, I've already told you that they're very successful in CTR and conversions, but they also increase return on investment by showing ads to people who have already showed some interest in our website. Can use multiple images and videos to make dynamic ads relevant to the audience when we use remarketing. So remember, this is through the display ad network. So if they've come to our website based on organic search or search, through search engine optimization, or for paid search, that's what might have got to them to the website in the first, or they might have just entered it directly into the web browser. So wherever they've come to our website, we now have an opportunity to rekindle their interest in a dynamic way, right? Now, customizing retargeting lists based on conversion metrics, which is kind of cool from a digital marketing perspective. So we only want to show these ads to people that got all the way to the checkout but didn't fill in their credit card details. Or we might go, we want to show a different set of ads to the people that spent over 4 minutes on the website, or whatever the metrics are. However you're optimizing it, we get to choose that. So for us, digital marketing gives us a lot of variables to work with to maximize the efficiency of our marketing and improve our return on investment. All right, so how retargeting actually works. So retargeting uses code on the website to track users' cookies visiting the website. So if somebody we've done cookies before, we all know how this works. So if a user goes to a website, their web browser is going to record that action, right? Now, we're paying Google Display Ad Network to retarget to these people, so they have access to these cookies, and they can go, well, these people's already been to the website, that's their website address. Now, the code adds anonymous information about the user to a retargeting list. Now, it's anonymous because you go, well, someone's gone to a website, and now digital marketers are retargeting those people. It seems very specific and very personalized, but it's not. So a few things need to happen for this to protect the identity of the users. So when we're paying for remarketing, we do not know who these people are, right? So you don't know it's John Smith living in Launceston. We have no idea. We just know that person has come to our website in the past, went to the shopping cart, and now we're going to show an ad to them. Now, so for that to happen, you need to have enough people visiting your website. I think it's 1,000 or 10,000, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's quite a few people need to be there. And that's so that you can't try and reverse engineer the IP addresses and stuff like that, all right? So that protects the anonymity of the users. Also, the web cookies, so the browser cookies, don't store people's names or addresses or their birth date, the date of birth, all that stuff, or their credit card details. So Google has very strict privacy policies about that, or what information that they have access to. So then, obviously, if we're asking Google to retarget the people that visit our website, they like if they don't know and we're getting information from them, how will we know? So that's impossible, right? Now, after leaving the website, the cookies on their browsers will actually alert Google Ads to display the retargeting advertisements. Now, you've probably experienced this in the past. I would advise when you use this, be very cautious and very how would I put it? Be very careful about how you do this, right? It can be extremely effective, but you don't want to do it incorrectly because it can have wrong. People generally do not feel like they do not respond well when they feel like they are being targeted, right? So if your retargeting feels intrusive to them, it can have a negative impact. Also, people might not know that they've been retargeted. I've had it in the past. Remember, I'm a lecturer in marketing, so I kind of was a bit aware of this, where I went to a website and I actually checked it out and whatnot, and then a day later or whatever it was, you get an ad where it goes, "What happened? Did life get in the way?" Now, I was quite shocked by that because it made absolutely no sense to the product that they were selling. But what's happening? Life gets in the way. It just made no. But they thought that from what they knew, they're like, "Oh, what happened to you? You didn't complete your purchase. Did life get in the way of you getting through the purchase?" So for them, it made sense from their perspective. But from a consumer perspective, unless you knew that they were doing retargeting to people that made it to the checkout but then stopped, it makes absolutely no sense. So there's also this cool thing called decoy marketing. Look it up. I'm not gonna show you the research on that, but that's when we realize that people have negative effects so that respond in a negative way to feeling targeted. So you might be pushing the boundaries a little bit by getting specific, like targeting, and you go, well, they feel that. So then you also pay for a generic ad or even a not-for-profit. I've heard of people doing that before. And it's called, I think for the research they used wheelbarrows. So they just went highly targeted ad, and then they used the ad on the wheelbarrow, and they went, oh, hang on, maybe I'm not being targeted. So the wheelbarrow was the decoy. So even though that they were being targeted, it made them feel that they weren't, because they go, well, hang on, I've gone to that website and now they're promoting those exact products that I was looking at. I feel like I'm being targeted here. Oh, hang on, the next ad is for a wheelbarrow. I have no interest in wheelbarrows. These people have no idea. They're just guessing. So that was the idea of the decoys, to make people feel less targeted. All right, so that's it for that one. Now I want to look at consistent messaging. I'm going to pause it here and we'll start in the next one.